Live. How you doing, everybody? Welcome. As you guys are coming in, just want to let you know you've made it to another beautiful Wheel Wednesday. Congratulations to you. Hopefully, everybody is doing great and having a great week so far in whatever you're doing. And thank you for joining us. Thank you for always joining us here on Wednesdays where we answer your questions and just have conversation with our peoples. Because, why not?
How was your week?
My week was great. We got a lot of things moving over here. I know we have some product reveals coming soon as far as like sizes and all that stuff. So those pages are actually going to go up soon, giving you all the details that you guys have been asking for when it comes to sizes, fitments, finishes, all that cool stuff that should be coming soon. And then I think those wheels should be rolling around like we always do around springtime when those wheels should be started populating. The sizes that you guys have been asking for and all that good stuff. So aside from that, today is Wheel Wednesday, so we do have a podcast going up at 3 p.m. And this podcast is an interesting one. Basically, the question is, if you had 25K, what type of car would you build with that 25K?
Was it 25K?
I think it was 25K,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I think 25K.
Yeah, it was 25.
Yeah, 25K, and what you would build with that 25K. There's a lot of options, but the cool thing with 25K nowadays is not that much money. Because you got to think about it. You got to buy the build and the parts and all that stuff, and it becomes very expensive. So this one is with Nick and Scott, and they basically just go back and forth and what type of build they would make if they had that money.
What are you buying for 25K?
I mean, for 25K, I'm looking for something, that's a tough one.
I mean, the GR86. Well, I mean, if you can get a GR86 for 25.
Yeah, I mean,
nice.
so if you look at the marketplace, and I'm sure you guys have gone on Facebook Marketplace, there's actually a lot of options that you can get under 10K. The only thing is just like you're gonna be having to do a lot of work, which is part of the whole fun of the build, right? So I would start with marketplace and probably find myself something like maybe a CRX, something like that. Yeah.
Plenty of money left over to mod.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Lucky Tire asking, how cold are you right now?
I'm pretty cold, actually. The reason why I'm wearing this jacket is because New York right now is actually cold. And if you look at the weather, it's actually not as low as you would think it. But the thing about New York is it's surrounded by ocean. So that wind literally smacks you in the face harder than anything. So, it's freezing. And also this Friday, we actually have a car anatomy of the homie, what's his name?
Luke Paglione. He's got a DC2.
Luke Paglione.
K-swapped.
Sounds like a New Yorker.
He's from New Jersey.
From Ridgewood.
Yeah, from New Jersey. From
Jersey, there you go.
Yeah.
But he has a really cool Integra, correct?
Yeah, DC2, yep.
DC2 Integra that he tracks. And basically, he's just going to break down what he's been doing to that car. And it's an interesting watch. If you are a lover of the Integra, this is one of those car anatomies that you're going to want to check out, because I know a lot of us, with these cars becoming older, I'm sure they become project cars for a lot of you guys, and this man did it. So check that one out. It's going to be fun, and But if you have any questions, make sure to drop them in the comments below. I will do my best to answer them because that's what we do here.
Carter Curry asks, hey, are the Mark 1's going to come in any colors, any different colors?
So the Mark 1 is going to come in 2 different colors. They have titles. I know it's in black, and it's going to come in silver. Oh, we actually have a preview. Damn, this thing is heavy.
That's the XR.
This is the XR.
Oh, yeah.
So
good.
basically, we made these for more of the big boy trucks. Again, we're going to have these sizes coming out soon. We're also going to have a podcast where we give you the breakdown of all the sizes that we're going to have. But that's what the XR is actually for. It's for trucks and stuff like that. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for those type of fitments, so you ask and we deliver. And it's also coming in the original, what's the color? What do we call it? The silver?
Satin silver, satin black.
Silver. There we go. We will have it available in that as well, and more big boy sizes.
We got one of the hyper specs coming out.
The hyper specs, again.
Right behind you.
Oh, there's a hyper spec right here.
Looks good.
This is the bronze. We're looking at about April, May. April, the sizes are going to start rolling in, but rolling into May is when we're going to get the rest of the sizes as well. So be on the lookout. I'm excited to see you guys on those wheels, because I have to say, I always say this every year, but That 5-spoke is fire, man.
Show it
And I
off
think it's
again.
gonna-
Yeah.
It's gonna stand the test of time, as they
That
say.
looks good. That bronze
It's a
is
very
nice.
good looking wheel. It's also coming in a silver with a polished lip. That's gonna look really cool. And for those that can pull that off, honestly, that's gonna be exciting to see.
S2K Wabbit says, I'd love to run 1511s 4 and 100.
1511 4 and 100. What are we making a 1511 4 and 100?
That's a tough
From what I
size.
remember,
1511?
If
Maybe. I mean,
think there's a
hypergram?
decagram. I think there's a decagram that we make, and that's.
I would
around
look at Goodwin
Yeah.
Racing possibly.
Yeah. I know we make some sizes like that, but check out the website. You know, and you can actually type in that size in the search, and it'll come. It'll populate with some of the sizes that we have, some of the wheels that we have in those sizes.
We got a Accord Euro R saying, when can we get the Mark 1 in the UK?
The Mark 1 in the UK, if it's not there yet, I would say check it out. Check out konigwheels.com/dealers. I know we have dealers out in the UK. If and I would ask those dealers, because I'm pretty sure they're populating those wheels as well.
We got Paolo asking, when is the Hyperspec release and will it be in 17, 8.5, 5 and 112?
17, 8.5, 5 and 112, 5 and 112. Might be. I'm not 110%. Because I know we were talking about the sizes, so it might be. And what was the question before? Oh, and as I said earlier before, they will be, the release date is looking about April 2025 this year. April or May, around that time, that you'll see some sizes rolling in when it comes to that, the Hyperspec.
Will the new 2025 product this year be released in Korea?
In Korea, honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, do we have
Maybe that
dealers in
happened
Korea?
before. But, so when, for those who don't know, I was actually gone for a couple years, you know, just exploring life. You know, I don't know, but I'm back. So there's a couple dealers that have been added to the roster and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that if I don't really remember, but check out konigwheels.com/dealers, and I'm sure that you'll see Korea on there.
The guy that was asking for 1511, again, Goodwin Racing. Check them out. Yep.
There you go, Goodwin Racing. Goodwin Racing.
Stetwop says, you look like Swizz No Beats.
You know, I get that sometimes. Only I think he's uglier, but hey, whatever.
Adil asks, looking to get some Mark 1s for my Polo GTI. I would love to get a set here in the UK. You got any dealers there?
Yes, there is dealers out in the UK. Just, again, konigwheels.com/dealers. I'll give you all the details of wherever you are, the dealers that we have closest to you. And we have multiple dealers. We have multiple countries that have our wheels. So, yeah, check that out.
Blueberry says, hey.
Shout out to
What's up,
Blueberry.
Blueberry?
Always showing love, man.
Blueberry
I
also
appreciate you.
says, guess who got to ride with Luke Fink in an RTR? That's pretty sick. Was
That's
that you?
pretty cool.
Because if that's you, that's pretty awesome.
Hell
How
yeah.
was it?
That's really cool.
CLT Brian says, convince Scott you guys have to come down to FD Atlanta for Grid Life.
FT Atlanta for Grid Life. Yeah, why
cool.
not? Yeah, I would love to be out there. It's been a while since I've been to Atlanta. So yeah, definitely gonna come out there.
Stetwop says, I do like my Konig wheels. They're good, though can't hate them. I have them on my E46. Dope, bro.
Nice, man. If you send over some pictures, I would definitely like to see that, man. E46s, definitely one of our favorite cars. A lot of people that ride with us have E46s, and yeah, it's always a pleasure to see that car because that platform is few and far in between, you know, when it comes to as of late, you know, because they're gonna be gone soon, which is crazy.
Blueberry says, Konig at every FD event or bust. I like that mentality.
Okay.
Send that over to Scott, see what he says.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
That's all
this
on
year
him.
we're gonna try. Me and Max are gonna try to show up to a couple events and stuff like that. And if you're gonna be out there, let us know. We would love to, you know, chat with you guys or take some pictures of your ride. If you have Konig wheels on there, yeah, man, we're always trying to collaborate. So hit us up.
We got Jimbo asking, or telling us to show us more Konig wheels.
Show you more.
Show him
Konig
that
wheels.
bad boy, even though it's heavy.
This thing is heavy as hell, man. Well, I showed this earlier today. This is the Mark 1 XR. And again, it does come with the Arrow cover. So the reason why this is being made is because people have been asking for truck sizes and all that stuff. And the Mark 1 XR is specifically for that. It's coming in big boy sizes, for lack of a better term. But we will be revealing those sizes in the very soon. Just make sure to check out our website or check out our social media. Follow us on social media, and you'll see that we will be dropping some episodes and some information on sizes and all that.
That's a nice lightweight wheel for you here.
And here is that polish,
Ooh.
that polish hyperspec that I have been talking about. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man, this thing is sweet.
Show me the depth on it. Go this way.
It does not come with the air cover.
No, I didn't mean it came with the arrow. Well, so I'm pretty sure you guys understand this. It doesn't come with the arrow cover. It's an accessory that you can get if you wanted to. But the reason why I was saying that is more like if you wanted to get that option, you can as an accessory. And we offered that with the bigger sizes when it comes to backside. But check it out. This is the hyperspec that we had been talking about earlier with the polished lip. Honestly, I'm very excited for this wheel. As you can tell, it's light as hell. And yeah, man, those sizes are going to be put up on our website as well as through our social media. So make sure to check that out. Stay tuned. You want to come on, Max? Scott? No? He doesn't want to come on.
All right, JX Chris asks, what all do you need to be a certified Koenig dealer?
So I believe there is a form on konigwheels.com/dealer. No? There was before. No?
No, what's the mic?
Yeah.
hop on
So basically,
There you go.
real quick,
I'll pretend like I'm talking. Go.
Yeah. All right. So basically, as far as becoming a dealer, if you're looking just to do 4 at a time, non-stocking, anything like that, then you're gonna be throwing people off. Obviously, killing them. So. If you're going to be a non-stocking distributor, what you're going to want to do is just get, there's some really great wholesalers out there. You have Tire Rack Wholesale, you have Turn 14, ATD, American Tire Distributors, and a few other ones. And they'll be able to help you out. And usually they're going to be the best option, the quickest option. They can access a lot of product, and they'll also be able to help you out with shipping logistics and different things, especially if you operate a website and you want to do drop shipping. Those are the best options for you. Now, when it comes down to somebody that's really looking to stock product or is more of a distributor or retailer kind of realm, give us a call. Our number's on the website. You know, we don't shy away from answering the phone. I know some other companies do, but we don't.
Damn.
And
Shots fired.
yeah, right. And so we can help you out, or at least get you in the right direction. Yeah. Back to the wheels.
All
There
right.
it is. Sorry, guys. Remember, I was gone for a couple years. I knew that 2 years ago. Yeah, but-
All right, we got a Guard
That's all we have
64 asking, hey Luis, regarding the hyperspec, will it be available in 18.9, 5, and 112?
18.9, 5, and 112. Yes, I'm getting the nod that it is going to be available.
Nice.
See, the one thing you guys got to know about me is my memory's shot. I did see all these sizes yesterday, and I've already forgotten.
That's a lot of sizes.
It's a lot of sizes. But again, don't forget this will be available on our website in a couple of days. So make sure you stay tuned. Check out konigwheels.com. All that information will be on there as far as sizes, all that good stuff. And then when it comes to
I didn't read it.
the availability, we're looking at around like April, May time that we're going to start having some sizes roll out as far as being able to purchase them. And all that
Nice.
good stuff.
Stetwop says, this is hella random finding this stream. I actually have the rim behind you. Is that
Oh,
F1M?
word?
Hey, you
Oh,
got-
I like to hear it, man.
You got 'em. Send
Which
pics
one?
in.
Nice.
Is it
This
the
one?
F1M or it has to be this one because you can't really see this one.
Well,
so-
that's
well,
not
let's
even
see
out
it.
either, so.
Yeah, man, we would love no. If
Send
you have
pics.
pictures of your car, come send it over. Images at konigwheels.com or send it over to social media. We would love to see it because we're always grateful for the support and love that you guys give us. So if you have a really cool car and you got them F1Ms on there, we would
Yeah.
love to display
These
them
are
on
private.
social media.
Blueberry says, Scott cameo. Yep.
Scott cameo.
She wants another one, I think.
Unless you,
DC Fortevo says, sponsor me.
Okay. What you got, bro? Send it over to sponsorship at konigwheels.com. If you have a proposal, if not, hey, maybe.
JX Chris says, I'm in South Africa, though. We don't have Koenig dealers that I know of here.
There is
I
Konig
think we
dealers
do
in
have
South
one.
Africa, right? Is there Konig dealers in South Africa?
No, I think we're working on that.
Okay.
As
so
in,
we're-
you should encourage one of your dealers to work on that.
there you go. So unfortunately we don't, but we are working on it.
Plug.
I know we've had conversations with a couple dealers out there and all that, but you know it takes a little time, you know. So hopefully we'll be there soon, man.
We got, you manufacture rims?
No.
No,
No.
Of course we do. Yes, absolutely.
All right, I'm going to read this comment. Stetwop says, I want to cop directly from the plug, BMF type-ish. I'm Mitch, you're the Connect, let's sling rims.
Yo, I hear
hard.
that, man.
That was
I
hard.
hear that. Well,
I felt like a Rick
basically
Ross
he
song.
was saying he wants to cop it directly from us.
No, I know. You don't have to translate.
Yeah, but
All
I
right.
feel you, bro.
Felt like a
DC
Rick Ross
Fortevo,
song.
by the way, has a freaking sweet Integra that runs our wheels already, takes great photos. So we
Oh, yeah,
appreciate
man.
you, Tavo.
Shout out to yo, and just to reiterate, as I said earlier, we do have a Carnatomy that is on a DC2 track car. His name is again, what's his name here?
Luke Paglione.
Luke Paglione. He has his track car that we did a Carnatomy for, and we're gonna that's gonna be on our YouTube on Friday, where you can see all the cool stuff that he did to that car to make it a track car. So check it out.
All right, last comment from CLT Brian says, do a handstand.
Hell no.
Just do one.
I'm not doing a
do
handstand. I'm not
one.
doing a handstand.
All right. I think we're good.
That's it?
We're good.
That's
Yeah, we'll
it.
do
All right,
short one
guys.
today.
Well, thank you so much for
I
coming
mean, I can
by.
keep it going, but
Again,
kinda-
we have a podcast going live at 3 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be about 25K and building a car with 25K and what you would do with
No,
the 25K,
I don't think we did
right?
the 25K. I think it ended up being like
Oh.
we were just talking about like, being able to make your budget stretch, like budget
Yeah.
builds
Budget
and kind
builds.
of different things. And if you guys you put up the teaser already, Max, right?
Yeah.
hear you.
So like one of the they should be able to.
junkyards.
The mic's up here, right? They should be able to hear
yeah,
me.
you're good.
Yeah. So basically, like we also put up. If you go to Instagram right now, Max put up a really good
Oh, yeah.
reel, and it was all basically what's up.
There you go. Give the people what
Anyhow,
they want.
They don't want this.
They do.
So Max put up a reel that was really good, and it was a conversation that we were having around the office not too long ago, where we were actually talking about the fact that like back in the day we used to go to junkyards. Like we used to be able to stretch our build budgets by kind of coming up with more budget ways. And that didn't mean that we were hacking a car together, but it did mean that we were trying to do different things to be able to make our budget go further. And there was a lot of times that we would go to junkyards and we go to pick and pulls and different things like that to find parts that came off of other cars, or if we were even really lucky in kind of moving through the junkyard, we would find some really dope aftermarket parts from a car that we were looking for that possibly got rear-ended or something.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Yeah.
When you go to those junkyards back in the day,
Yeah.
how do they price what you take out of it?
So I think
Weight?
there was two ways.
They had
no,
to make it
wasn't,
up.
It
A lot
wasn't.
of
It
it was
wasn't
made
weights.
up.
Well, so I think it depended what junkyard. There was junkyards we would go
It would
to.
just be like,
You'd
50
walk in
bucks.
and like you'd throw it on the counter and he'd be like, this much money.
Okay.
But then there'd be other places like you would go legitimately and they would be organized, right? Like you would be able to say what you wanted and they would print you out a list of all the locations where those cars were, and the price would be next to the car that they picked in it. So my guess is that they probably do something to the effect of how much they pay for a car when they buy it total,
right.
and kind of how to get the money back or what the grade of part is. But we used to go to the junkyards and honestly, I remember even like when we needed spare pipe and spare tubing and stuff like that, we would go buy we'd find some modified car, we didn't know what it was. We'd find the run that had the right exhaust sections, and we would literally yank the exhaust and literally cut it into pieces in the parking lot, throw it in the car, and use it for actual pipe because it was so much. They'd be like, "Oh, give me $50," and then you'd be able to get 2 mufflers or whatever. So we made our own exhaust systems with stuff like that. You can make your budget go farther and still not, as long as you have some fab skills, right? And then there's all those cars that have they go and they pull out pull K24s or find Integras, not Integras, the TSXs that had the K24s in them with the good trans and stuff like that, and just yoink them all. Maybe the junkyard would be like, at the time, right? They'd be like, oh, it's gonna be $800, but you got an engine and a trans, right? Plus, a lot of the times those guys, when you bought big ticket items, the first thing they would be is like, yo, just go ahead, yeah, it's okay. Like grab shifter cables, grab this, grab that. You take the pedal set, out of some of these cars,
Yep.
and you go up there and they just be like, just give me. They just throw that stuff in, right? So you really could make your budget go longer. Anyhow, so we were talking about this whole thing with Nick. I know, that whole story was just to bring up this point.
fun.
No, it's worth it.
I did the same thing. There used
Yeah.
to be this junkyard in Lindenhurst
Right.
that I used to go to. I used to have it
was called
2000
Subway.
Civic. and I needed like I think I had banged up a door, and the guy was just like, go ahead, go find it. It's over here in this section.
go
You would
find
say,
it. Yeah.
and then you would go over there and then be like, oh, this is the one, and then you'd see other things that you probably wanted in there. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Like a cup console or something that you could just yoink off and
Not that
stuff.
I'm saying anything, but it feels freaky with him like right behind me. It's
Oh,
like
sorry.
it's
It
like-
looks
it's like-
freaky. It looks a little.
Because it's like it's
You
not
look
even, like-
uncomfortable.
No, it's like the way you were creeping. I'm like, that's that's one of those ones
Yeah.
where like you gotta do a hard pause right there. So,
But yeah, I think that was
Yeah.
it was really fun to do those type of things, and like you said, I think that that helped with like especially back then. I don't know if they do. You said there's no more pick and pulls.
no,
anymore in
hold
New
on a
York,
second.
so
Well, there.
maybe upstate.
Well, definitely upstate. sorry, upstate New York. No, but like, but here's the thing. Like, I believe that there are junkyards that will let certain people go back, but I
Right.
believe that, especially down here in New York, a lot of the junkyards have gone to a closed yard policy because look, they stack cars on top
Yeah,
of cars, right?
You
Like,
get hurt or shit.
yeah, right. And I'm sure that liability wise that's burnt out. But you could still go there, and I think if you go there enough, or if you kind of are cool with the
Right.
people and you say like I'm looking for this specific thing, a lot of times they probably will let you out. Just all right, just please be careful, kind of thing. Don't tell that to OSHA.
I got a couple questions
know.
for you. John T asks, I got a Porsche Panamera, not 2019. Will those Mark 1 XRs fit?
No, but here's what I will say about that. Your car deserves a set of forged wheels, right? So holler at us real quick. Send us a DM and let's see if we can find something. We got a couple of different models, and we even have one that's coming soon. So,
Omar asks, what's that bronze wheel behind you guys in the middle?
So the bronze wheel is going to be the new hyper spec, and that's not out yet, but it will be out. So save your ducats. And you remember that word, ducat?
Tuckets. Yes.
Remember that? That's taking it back to
yeah.
some FUBU era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bread, cheese.
Yeah.
So many words for
Gaggle.
Yeah.
Gag. That's one of my
Yeah,
favorite
why
words.
did- I've
Gaggle.
never heard
I
that
never heard
before.
that.
What?
I
What do
don't
you
want
mean?
pause
Gaggle
on
of
that one.
geese.
Gaggle, pause.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard some. Yeah, bread, paper.
Chicken.
I've
Beef.
never heard chicken. Chicken?
Yeah. It's all money,
Oh,
man. It's
yeah.
money.
All right, we got two more questions. Hyperspec release date?
Yeah. I don't know if we have an exact date yet. I think it's going to probably end up being sometime around the end of April at this point. I think you might see some of them start to come in a little earlier, but there is a lot, and I don't want to get too into it, and I certainly don't want to go political. There are a lot of things that are changing in logistics and whatever it may be, especially with the change of administration.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, right now, what's happening is people are speculating. They don't really know what's going to happen
Right.
yet. So some people are going to make the right decision, some people are going to make the wrong decision, but things are starting to get affected in weird ways, and I think you're going to see that translate into some delays. But that's just my opinion.
Interesting. Blueberry says the quality's much better on YouTube, to be honest. All right.
Good.
That's
fine.
thank
Yeah.
you.
What up, Tube?
Thank
Might
you
be
for
my
that.
Which one's Tube?
This one.
Tube.
Yeah, so we got two more questions. We got Shay Habaj. I butchered that. Sorry,
No, I'm
man.
sure that
I
sounded-
butchered that.
I'm sure that was right. That was on
He
point.
asks, when are the new wheels dropping?
So new wheels are dropping anywhere from end of March to probably the end of April. Again, I'm super hopeful it'll be on the earlier side, but the truth is, I can't guarantee that. Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
one more question.
One more question.
JX Chris asks, are we able to submit wheel designs to you guys?
So the question is, I don't know if they can even hear you anymore. Do you think they can hear you
Yeah.
from here? Yeah. All right. So can you submit wheel designs? You can submit wheel designs. I don't know that there's any problem with that. Let me say a few things on that real quick before we jump into that, though, because the first thing I want you to understand is if you're of any which way,
Yep.
never send anything out unless you either one have a design patent or you have
Yes.
some sort of agreement with the company you're sending it to.
That's for your own sake.
And I'll tell you why. It's not just for the idea that you could be copied, right? It's for the idea that a company like us, we may have I know that we have over 100 designs that we have completed in years past or whatever it may be that are in our files that we may say, this is a good design, but we're not going to make it now.
Right.
you in your subjective nature could potentially send in a wheel design to a company. I'm not saying us, but to any company, and you could, one, inspire something that they do, and then feel like you got slighted because you didn't get something.
Yep.
Or two, send something in and you feel that it's very much like something that they're putting out, but they have something that predates when you sent it in.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I'm saying that is because I think it's difficult to feel like once you fire off an email that you now have some sort of thing. Now, if you want to give it to the company, like, oh, just be super cool to see it made, then I think you can send it without really any fear. But you know, I always run into that. We've had a lot of designers that have even approached us and they've said, hey, we got this wheel design. And I'm like, honestly, we have something similar already that we haven't made yet. And, you know, there's always that, do they trust that? Do they not? Now, I will tell you that there also have been the other cases where somebody does send in a design and it's pretty good looking and we contact them and we do work out an agreement because we think it's dope. Now, let me tell you one more scenario for this. I know this is long-winded, but you know,
okay.
I'm trying to cover it, right?
Yeah.
Most of the designs we get, 99% of the time, if somebody sends in a design, it doesn't happen a lot, but when they do send in a design, they're usually never able to be made. And that's because the sketch, the drawing, what you do, it
has like a spoke that's like outside of the wheel, and
it's not
it looks
manufactured.
like an eagle wing.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it Eagle Fang Karate?
That would be pretty cool.
But like it's
Eagle
not
Fang
able to be manufacturable. It can't carry a load rating. Or, you know, by the time we would actually make that wheel, it wouldn't look anything like the
100%.
wheel you submitted.
Yeah.
And by the way, that happens to us a lot in the conceptual design stage for designs that we make. We develop something and it's idealistic. And by the time we actually apply FEA and load rating to it, we're like, well, that's never going to look like that again. And then the wheel gets scrapped or put into the pile of designs that we're not going to make. So you're not alone on that, but anyhow, I gave you a lot of information there. Do what you want.
If that wasn't an answer, that was an answer.
That was an answer, right?
That was an answer.
That was an answer.
And last one, CLT Brian says, I sent you guys actually a Konig bowling pin design when they were releasing their bowling ball collection.
Brian said that. I remember that.
Did he actually send that?
I like bowling. You know, I was a bowler in my former years here.
Yeah,
you know?
Were you really?
Yeah, really good too.
Yeah.
Was it?
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
And we're
fun.
good.
All right. Thanks for hanging out with us. Luis is finding a home.
Someone was like, how cold are you right now?
It's cold here in New York. It's like 20 degrees. You know what I mean?
Another person asked, are you homeless?
That's why I said
I didn't read it.
find a home.
I didn't read it.
Find a home.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
so anyhow,
Are you homeless?
Yeah, it's cold here in New York. I'll even say like especially
That
in
is
this
too
back
funny.
studio area, like it's like at the edge of the building and it is cold.
That's good.
So anyhow, so shout out to all the people that have homes. Shout out to the people that don't have homes. Hope you find one. I don't know where this is going. This is weird. All right.
All right.
Anyhow, take care of yourself. We'll
Later,
catch
y'all.
you later.